up, you guys? Welcome back to Love and War.
Really need you by my side. Really need you by my side. Baby, I really need you by my side. Really need you by my side. Really need you.
It has been a minute since I've come to you with the video, but a lot has happened in the past few months in my personal life. I wanted to come back and share the end of the story so that you guys can just be informed of how things ended. So if you haven't watched part 1, 2, and 3, please go back and watch those videos and come on back so that you can be fully updated on what's been going on. So quick recap from part 3. I ended with telling you all that I had broken off with Aaron after my visit to Chicago back in 2016 or 17, and I let you guys know that a couple of years after that I had reached out to him to apologize for how I responded to him. Although he did what he did, I had stated that God was dealing with me on just my interaction with him, and ultimately I know it left a bad taste in his mouth. Even in the midst of everything, as a child of God, you're still responsible for how you respond and act towards people. We have a responsibility to love no matter what, no matter how it might hurt, all those things. Anyway, so I had reached back out to Aaron after that incident and apologized, and then we have become friends again. And even on that journey of friendship, we still had some rocky moments because I was still in the position of not trusting him, and I felt that he was still trying to slowly get back in there, trying to talk to me, trying to be in a relationship, and I was just like, no, I'm not there. So time went on, and we went back and forth, and sometimes I would feel myself being okay with it, then I would pull back, feel okay, and then pull back. So it was a roller coaster, and I know that his feelings were hurt even in that process because I still was in the place of unsurety. And one thing I'll say is, when you are in a relationship or trying to get to know someone, if you are not 100% all the way in, don't mislead the other person because they are at risk of getting hurt as well. And that's the position that I was in. I didn't know what I wanted, and he felt the effects of that, and I hurt his feelings too, plenty of times, and he could tell you. He had even got into a relationship on that journey, and I thought I was happy for him, but deep down I knew I still had feelings for him, and I was like, am I gonna lose him? I was fearful of that, and I let him know how I felt, and I'm like, even my intentions in that, I don't know if it was from a jealous place, it could have been, but ultimately I wanted him to be happy. I didn't want to interfere with what he had going on either, but a part of me did too. So I was confused, and I was hurting him in the process, so you make sure that you're fully healed from a thing before you move on with someone, or before you bring someone into your life, because if you're not, you can cause them damage, and then you have your healing to work with, and then having to make up for something you did to hurt someone else. It's too much on one person's plate. So make sure you're healed before you fully engage with someone else or have someone else come into your space. So we went back and forth with that, and finally, I got to the point where I was like, you know what, if it's God's will for us to be together, it will work out, but we need to really focus on friendship, period, point blank. That's it, nothing more. He finally came on board, and we just started from scratch. We started all over. We started over on a friendship level, and really a friendship level. And from then, things started to change. I saw changes in him. Our relationship, it became more pure, and it wasn't being forced. And I'm like, okay. So I was still talking to God about it all this time. and I felt a peace in just moving forward with him. So June of last year, 2021, I was like, you know what, let's just give this a try. He had met my father, and you know, they talked things out. I don't know everything they talked about, but that was also important for me because my father is my covering, and I want my father to be aware of what's going on in my life, especially if it's serious. I rarely let people meet my dad, but if I know that it's something serious, I want him to meet them, and I want his input on the person as well. His discernment is important because he's my covering. That's another story. But anyway, so we started dating in June of 2021, and we've been together since then, and it's been a rocky road, but I really want to come back with him to share with you guys our experiences together from that point on, so that you know, you can know what's going on. But ultimately, that is the story, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Definitely will be back to share more. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you guys soon in the next video. I love you guys, and we will be back a little bit later. Can't tell you exactly when, but we will be back later, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.